Previously on Balls.
Getting Dennis on the
Dennis
line
speaking.
here. Hi Dennis, Hayley Owen here on Balls Radio. How are you?
All right, thanks in yourself, Hayley. Thanks for having me.
Sure. So, Dennis, this Potjie cook-off that you host every year, I hear about it every year. I've never actually been before, but it is one of those events that you have such FOMO if you miss it because everyone's talking about it for so long after the event.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's a good day out. It's this thing really just started as an idea amongst a bunch of friends, and just through word of mouth, it's expanded quite dramatically. I mean, I think we started in 2003 with about 3 teams and probably 30 people in our garden at our house, and it's now 60, 70 teams entering each year. We have over 1,000 people coming through the door. So
Wow.
It's a good festive day, and it's good fun all round, and obviously the charity aspect that's also grown lately is a big part of it.
So, Dennis, this is the 11th year that it's happening, right?
Yes, that's correct. We started in 2003. We had our 10th Potjie cook-off last year, which was also a big success. And we're just going to keep this thing going as long as it can.
And so now for people who haven't heard of the event before, just quickly kind of give us the lowdown of what's involved.
Okay, well, all the information is on our website at www.potjiecookoff.co.za. Really what people need to do is on the 27th of May, our team entries will open. People can get a team together, anything from 2 people to 20 people. They can enter online. It's a 250 Rand team entry fee.
Okay.
That really covers just the costs of hosting the event. And then on the day, all the teams will arrive, guests can come. So even if you're not in a team, you can just come in and enjoy the day. We have a 100 Rand charity donation per person who enters the venue.
Okay.
And obviously every single cent of that goes to charity.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to check. You can have up to 20 people on your team, and each team has to cook a potjie on the day. And how do you raise money for charity? Obviously, there's the entry fee for each team, and the guys that come in at the door on the day. How else do the teams raise money for charity?
Yeah, I mean that's the side of the event that's really come on in leaps and bounds over the last couple of years. Teams don't necessarily have to do a fundraiser, but it's a very big part of it, and all the teams get very involved. I mean, there was a team last year who raised over 20,000 Rand purely through a raffle on the day.
Wow.
So they'll find prizes, they'll do a raffle. There's teams who will sell all types of shooter concoctions, whatever it might be. They'll find a way to raise money. People will sell bacon and egg rolls in the morning. There's so many different ideas, and every single year there's new ideas that come forward.
Okay, so the idea is that your team makes a delicious potjie, and you try and be in the running for the prize for best potjie, but at the same time you have an activity that's going to raise money for charity, whether it's selling something or a pitch, like a putting competition, or some way of raising money on the day.
That's exactly it. I mean, there's a multitude of prize categories on the day, actually. So the food aspect is an important part of it. And yes, there are a number of teams which take it very seriously. Some don't take it seriously at all. And they're obviously more involved in the best dressed or the best stand. So in a sense, our prize categories are best dressed team, best stand, and team spirit. There's a prize for the most funds raised on the day. And obviously the grand prize with the trophy is the best potjie of the year. So there's a lot of categories which people can decide which ones they want to take seriously or not.
And tell me, who judges this potjie? Are you a potjie expert?
I certainly am not. I'm very involved in obviously organizing the day, so I actually don't get too involved on the cooking or the judging side of it. But HTA Culinary School have assisted us over the past couple of years. So obviously with the fact that there's 60 to 70 teams, we need a number of judges. So some of their trainee chefs join us on the day. They'll walk around the stands, and there'll be a formal judging process which happens in the afternoon.
Okay. So you've got the culinary experts tasting 40-odd potjies.
Exactly. So we let them narrow it down, and then there's usually a head chef who will then taste the finalists, who usually choose about 10 finalists, and they go into the final round of judging.
Okay, and just tell us, where is it being held, Dennis?
This year we've actually got a new venue at St. Peter's Junior School on Bidkoppen in Paulshof. They've kindly allowed us to utilize their venue, And part of that process is we'll be donating money to the St. Peter's Foundation, where they will channel the various funds to their applicable charities. So yeah, St. Peter's will be hosting it. As I say, it's on the 29th of June this year. And we look forward to a long and prosperous association with them.
Okay, so the event is on the 29th of June, but entries open, is it this Monday for you to enter your teams?
That's in about 10 days' time, on the 27th of May, that's when team entries will open, and everyone can obviously go to the website, get their team entry in, and then they can start preparing their fundraisers and their theme and all that. So that's how people can plan it.
Okay, great. Well, it certainly sounds like a festive day. I've heard from many teams before that it's a great day, a great initiative to take part in. You mentioned that the St. Peter's Foundation was one of the funds, one of the charities where the funds go. Are there any other charities involved?
Absolutely, yes. We've branched the charities over a couple of spheres. So we've taken into account people, animals, education, etc. So there are 4 charities in total. Bokamoso Education Trust. We've also had a long association with the South African Guide Dogs Association.
Okay.
St. Peter's Foundation, which I've mentioned already. And then obviously quite an apt one at the moment is the Rhinos. So we also make a donation to Project Rhino and put funds towards there. So yes, last year we raised just under 300,000 Rand on the day. So that was we split that amount of money between the 4 separate charities.
And this year it's the million milestone. Hey, you hope to have reached a total of over R1 million over the years.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So we've kind of made that the theme this year, the million milestone. We've raised just over 900,000 Rand with the event over the years. So it's quite a nice benchmark to reach that R1 million mark, obviously.
Well
and the plan is to exceed that by a significant amount at least anyway. So yeah, it's an exciting time for the committee as a whole, but it's more about the people who join us on the day and the people that raise money, the corporates that make donations, and that's really what it's all about.
Awesome. Great. So if people want to get involved, your website, Dennis, is?
It's www.potjiecookoff.co.za, and all the previous photos, all the charity information, all the frequently asked questions, team entries, etc., everything is on there.
Okay, great. So there you have it. Thanks, Dennis. Well done on a successful event. And yeah, wishing you all the best for this year. I will definitely see you there. And I get competitive, hey? I'm going to enter all those categories. Best dress, best potjie, best spirit. I'm going to be in there. Maybe I can get some of the rest of the Balls team involved as well.
That would be fantastic. I appreciate your time and allowing us to have the chat, and we look forward to certainly seeing you on the day.
Awesome. Thanks, Dennis. Keep well.
Thank you, Hayley.
Cheers. Bye. I wonder what Sasha's potjie's like. I'm going to have to ask him. Sasha.
The Hayley O Show. Every Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Only on balls.co.za.